So the gospel that we have today is about the clarification on the question of the law. For the Jewish people that time, especially those who were so conservative, that they not only are following the Ten Commandments, but they still have other small precepts. That's why they were able to come up with 613 precepts. So even the smallest details are in those precepts. Like on a Sabbath, you cannot light a fire because that would constitute work. So you don't cook on a Sabbath because lighting fire is work. So if you would apply it today, you cannot drive a car, especially if your car is or has an internal combustion engine that have this spark. So there are lots of things that you cannot do on a Sabbath. So my dear brothers and sisters, on account of the law, the purpose of the law is to set order so that life can smoothly flow, not only in ourselves, but in our relationship to others and to God. So it sets order on a superficial level. But on a deeper level, we have to look at the law as the summary of the law is love. If we strip naked the law with its letters, what remains is love. Why? We do not have to legislate, thou shalt not steal, if you love your neighbor. We do not have to legislate those thou shalt not, if you only value and love your neighbor. So that when we are talking about the law, we are talking about love. That's why Jesus is the fulfillment of the law, because Jesus is the face of the love of the Father. So, in the context of the Sabbath being a law that no one should work, the intention of the Sabbath is on account of creation, that God rested on the seventh day after finishing everything. But what's the intention on account of the creatures? See, for example, for us, the Sabbath is the time for us to reflect upon and discern God's love for us, why He created us, why He created everything. And this creation account is because of an overwhelming love of God that He could no longer contain. That's why He has to create some things. And so, the Sabbath is intended not only for rest, but for sense-making and meaning-making, looking through God's love in ourselves.